published 15:37 Eastern Standard Time, the 22nd of February 2018, updated 4:45 Eastern Standard Time, the 23rd of February 2018. A riot police officer has died after violent clashes involving Spartak Moscow and Athletic Bilbao. Fans broke out in the streets before their Europa League game on Thursday night. At least 5 people were arrested after fireworks, flares and glasses were thrown between supporters in Bilbao in violent scenes that hospitalised several others. Police officer Inocencio Arias Garcia died in hospital after suffering a heart attack. A riot police officer has died after violent clashes broke out between fans in Bilbao. Police officers detain a man during clashes before Athletic Bilbao vs Spartak Moscow Fireworks were shown being fired in the streets of the Spanish city before Thursday's game. Around 2,000 Russian fans were said to be traveling to Bilbao for the Europa League. tieThe officer took a blow to the face before suffering cardiac arrest. He died in hospital, where he had been taken following a heart attack when the regional Basque Country Police Force Inocencio was trying to stop street battles between supporters of the two teams, the police said. In a pair of statements on its official website, the RFEF wrote, "The Royal Spanish Football Federation wishes to convey its deepest condolences to the relatives and close friends of Inocencio Garcia, a native of Ermua, Vizcaya, who belonged to the 9th promotion of the Inocencio Basque Police Force. The Inocencio died at Basurto Hospital after suffering a heart attack during the clashes that occurred near the San Mamés Stadium before the Europa League match between Athletic Bilbao and Spartak Moscow. The agent collapsed during the police intervention that took place when the fans of both teams faced each other in the esplanade of the stadium of San Mamés, and moments after a flare dropped by a Russian fan fell beside him. The Royal Spanish Football Federation wants to express its most stern condemnation of all kinds of violent demonstrations by groups of fans who use sporting events to provoke incidents and riots. The Royal Spanish Football Federation recommends a minute of silence for all football stadiums in which official competitions are held during the next weekend day in memory of the deceased Inocencio. In a statement, UEFA said, UEFA strongly condemns the violent clashes which occurred in Bilbao on Thursday night. We are in contact with local authorities to obtain further information on these incidents. UEFA sends its sincere condolences to the family and colleagues of the police officer who passed away. Around 2,500 Russian fans were expected to travel to Spain for the game, with Bilbao said to be enforcing the biggest security operation the city has ever seen in the build-up. But it failed to stop disorder breaking out, with footage emerging of fireworks being shot in the streets, while others saw fans involved in fist-fights. Around 700 police and a further 200 private security guards were said to be in place in Bilbao and at the San Mamés Stadium to prevent violence breaking out. Spartak even put out an appeal to the supporters in the build-up to the game, asking them not to rise to possible provocation. "We ask that you are extremely courteous and polite in Bilbao and other Spanish cities en route," it read. "Do not succumb to provocation and do not enter into a conflict with local residents, ultras or agents of public security." A Russian hooligan wanted for savagely attacking an England fan during Euro 2016 in France was arrested on his way to the game in Bilbao on Thursday. French authorities had for months been seeking the suspect, who, along with several other Russian hooligans, is accused of attacking England fan Andrew Bach ahead of the Russia-England match in Marseille. Police officers clash with supporters during riots prior to the game on Thursday evening. Basque riot police were involved in trying to quell the disorder among the fans in the streets. Video posted gave an insight into the trouble before the Athletic Bilbao match. Bach, 51, from Portsmouth, was left paralyzed on the left-hand side of his body after being hit around the head with an iron bar on June 11, 2016. In a statement on Thursday, police in Germany said they detained the wanted man on his arrival in Erding-Amoos from Moscow. It added that the 31-year-old, who was not named, risks up to 15 years in jail in France for attempted homicide and grievous bodily harm. He was arrested en route from Moscow to Bilbao. Spartak were knocked out of the Europa League on the night, a 2-1 win in Thursday's second leg, not enough after they were beaten 3-1 in Russia. Riot police officers clash as they seek to break up groups of supporters in the streets. Riot police officers control a Spartak fan against the side of a van during the violence. Luis Adriano celebrates scoring the opening goal for Spartak, but they were knocked out.